Hello, welcome.
Hello, welcome to the stream.
Are you done? You gonna let me work now?
Okay, you said
Now I can work?
now it was your meeting.
Yep, now I can do it. I had a little helper who wanted to. Alright, guys. Yes, I have some kids who wanted to help with my stream today. Let's get that mic adjusted for me now instead of them. Alright, go play. And they had to have beards to be adults. Because, of course. Alright. Alright, guys. You ready? I'm gonna work now. Yeah, I'm gonna do the real one now. No, that was for real. People saw it. Alright, let's ditch my beard. That was fun while it lasted. Go away, beard. How do I get rid of the beard? You think that would be easier? Oops, wrong button. Okay, well, thank you all for joining me for today's stream. Today I thought we'd do something a little interesting and play with some stuff. A little bit different than I normally do. Hey, Luce, welcome, welcome. Yes, and friends. Lots of little midgets running around. Got the little guys, they're fun. But yes, so today I wanted to work on some of the, actually my camera stuff looks off. I'm off centered, but it's okay. I want to work on some hot reload stuff, and I've been playing more and more with the hot reload, and I want to tweak it a little bit, and I think I can make it a little bit more general purpose than it is, and maybe make it to where other people can use the same stuff I'm doing with Comet in other places. So I think that would be fun to try and make it a little bit more generic, maybe make it a NuGet. So if you have this NuGet and you also have so if you have the NuGet and you use this IDE extension, at that point, anyone who wants to build this type of stuff into their apps easily could, which I think that'd be kind of sweet and pretty useful. So yeah, I think that'd be a good thing to work on today. Try and separate it out a little bit more so it's not just a Comet reload. It can be used for any projects. So fun. All right, so I'm gonna switch over to my IDE. There we go. Hopefully audio levels are all looking good. Realizing I don't have my own music on, and that's not going to work. I need music to work. Let me restart my music app. Sometimes my Mac audio freaks out. All right, but I'm going to be working in the Comet Reload repo. Like I said, I need to open source this thing at some point, and I need to get it to where I can do that. All right, I'm hearing stuff now. Everything's sounding better. All right, so is it peaking? I'm seeing a lot of my audio. Looks like it's peaking. I know it's all adjusted weird with kids playing with my mic. So hopefully, how's my audio? I actually just finished my Mountain Dew. It's all gone. It's empty. All right, so audio's good though. It was peaking in my headset, so I just want to make sure it's not peaking for you guys, and it sounds right. Looks like I'm in the yellow, so I should hopefully be good. All right, let's go with that. Unless someone says my music is bad, I mean my audio is bad, then I'll tweak it. Oh, I forgot to open up a couple windows. All right, we're good. I actually did not open all my alert windows. The kids just totally distracted me this morning. All right, new window. Let's get some windows open, get a few windows open. Hotkey, make it all go magic. Oh, I did it on the wrong profile again. All right, I'm not gonna fail. All right, so for hot reload stuff, what we're gonna do is, yeah, we're gonna pull it out into some different NuGets right now. I think that's gonna be the big thing that we can do is pull it out into a couple separate NuGets and re-architect the code to work that way. And I think that will be really fun. Oh, I'm excited for it. I'm missing a window. Normally when I do that little hotkey thing like that. Okay, that got it for me, but it did my windows all backwards. I'm failing with hotkeys this morning. Why am I failing with hotkeys this morning? Oh, it did two of the windows there. All right, so what I do is I have this Moom set up. And then I just open up Windows Right, and it's totally wrong today. Totally funny. That's so weird. So weird. Try one more combination. That did it right. No, it did it wrong. I give up. Let me get my alerts up so I can hear when fancy noises happen. Alert box. Get a chat window on this screen because I like having chat on both sides. And this one is... That's right. We're not going to watch my preview over there today. We're just going to put a normal window over there. Window, just open a bunch of these. Boom, one more time. I have to go through all my setup again. I don't know what I did wrong. All right. So there's a couple things with the hot reload that I want to do. One thing right now I've noticed that I only do incremental updates, so I only change certain things. I did see another extension that did a full hot reload. So if you press refresh or things like that, it will reload everything in your app. So if things get out of state, it's actually better than doing it's the same thing as doing a stop and restart, but without having to stop and restart. So I'm like, oh, that would be actually really, really awesome to have that in there. So I think I want to do a little bit things like that. Yes, that very funny. My name is slightly different. There's an E in my name, unlike Tom Clancy. Funny thing is though, my dad's name is Tom Clancy, but not spelled the same way. So therefore I don't get any of the money, but you know, it happens. Okay. It happens every once in a while. It's happened most of my life. People have made the joke, so. Okay. So. Yes. Yeah, I like Moom. It's one that I've used, and the cool thing about Moom is they give you like 1,000 tries of it before you have to buy it. I went through like 100, and I'm like, yeah, I'm buying this thing, which is kind of funny. Like, how often do you reorganize your screen? And not more than a couple times a day. But it's kind of nice because normally I can just go into here, go into the updates on it. It was under custom here for my live stream, and I can automatically trigger it, but I just set things up the way I like it, and then I click update snapshot, and maybe I'll fix it right now anyway since my snapshot's all wrong. Get the windows exactly the way I want for all my monitors, and then I just press the hotkey and everything snaps into place, which is really, really nice. All right, so now this window needs closed. And that is my actual setup. So maybe I'm just going to say update, replace, and perfect. It'll now set everything back up the way I want. And now I could, yeah, I don't know how it got out of sync. It's normally fine. And you can probably hear the kids still, even though they left. They're probably still yelling loud enough to hear because that's what they do. Do I have an ultra wide? I did have an ultra wide monitor and I broke it twice. Once while on stream. So there's definitely a Twitch clip of me shattering my monitor. Those curved ultra wides are super, super, super fragile. The first time I broke it, I was picking my water bottle up. When I picked it up, it swung like that and tapped it and shattered it. The second time was on stream. It was empty. I picked it up, oh, it's empty. And I went to grab it and it fell over and just falling like that shattered my monitor. So those curved monitors are very fragile. What I have right now is I have a 3-monitor setup. I posted it on Twitter not too long ago. But like this machine is Windows and is doing my streaming. Then my Mac is on these 2 windows. And I switch the primary monitor. If I'm working primarily on Windows, I'll switch it around. So whatever I'm working primarily on is in front of me. And sometimes I'll even remote desktop or I just swap monitor cables. But yes. So 2 monitors here. And then a monitor here, so it's just this, that triple setup you see people do. And yeah, I put everything not related to my coding and stuff on that monitor when I'm live streaming, so chat, things like that. So I have chat actually on both sides, so regardless of which way I look, I can see chat, which is nice. Yeah, so I mean, I moved away. I have switched all 4Ks at this point. They just dropped in price so much. The one in front of me, I'm actually using from Costco. I spent like $300 on it, and it's like 32 or 34 inch. It's a giant 4K monitor, and it's an LG, so it's not like it's some like weird knockoff off-brand, but for like $300. Fixing my curved ultra wide cost $400. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy a nicer 4K one. since I got tired. And the ultra wides, they don't have the same resolution. So I run mine at scaled, so that way my text is super clear, and you just don't get to do that on the other ones. When you stare at a screen all day, having nice, crisp, good-looking text is very important. All right, so let's start doing some refactoring. Let's actually work on some coding, unless anyone has more questions, more things you guys want to talk about for fun. I don't mind talking. It's fun. I'm just looking through what I need to do now. So I started on stream a little while ago, and we're working on this ESP and then ESP.resources, and this was like the communication library. What we also need to do is work on a reload library. So I have one for Comet, and we could just, instead of re-architecting, we could just make it work. Right now, the Comet reload relies on Comet, because what it does is there's a hot reload helper inside of Comet that it calls into and invokes and says, hey, I just changed things, and calls things around. And that we need to change, because it's in Comet, and everyone shouldn't have to rely on Comet to do it. So I either need to move this file out and move it over, which will work. Well, part of this file, not the whole thing, because some of this is the actual logic of swapping things out, and that's going to be different per system. So the things that we call into, let's go look over into our hot reload library and see what we call into and see how we want to restructure this. All right, so it's inside of, I think it's under platforms, client. I think in here, this thing. Is it this guy? So this sets up all the network stuff, does all the things to do all the communication back and forth, gets data from the resources. Why is that never called? Did I not finish setting up all the ESP stuff? Maybe we need to do that. Also, we should do some real packaged content stuff. Right now, I'm forcing everything to be JSON. I do think I want to do an actual transport where we can actually send specific message types back, so we can send binary without having the overhead of encoding it. So we'll probably jump in and do some binary stuff in here at some point. And then we'll handle the requests and get that inconsistency. All right. Why ESP? Because I'm horrible at naming, and I thought it was kind of cool, because the whole idea is for the network transport just to do what you want it to do, kind of like read your mind and do it for you. Because I mean, that kind of goes with that communication. I just want it to be seamless, and it's just to communicate. And you're like, wow, how's it working? Why is it working? That was kind of my thought. Whether that works, and I don't know. That's the end goal, for it to just work. So it's like it can read your mind. Yeah. Oh well. I'm horrible at names. Horrible at names. All right. So at some point we do this. Haha. This is where we call into hot reload. We say, hey, I'm sending you over some stuff, and I send you over a string of the name and then the type. Yeah, exactly. Extrasensory perception. That's what it stands for. I knew that. I actually couldn't remember what it stood for, but I knew that's what I wanted to go for and kind of have that that effect. It just works. We'll see. All right. So, and it's not quite there yet. It needs a little bit more work. So we'll keep working on it. All right. So we need to have something that we can say, hey, I'm sending you over something new. Whether that new thing is these registered replay. For comment, I want to know what. So, I mean, I could take a step back and we can explain how Comet hot reload works. So whenever you're changing and editing code, we send data over to the client, and we just send over straight strings. We're just sending over text. Now, when I send it over, I'm trying to remember where I do the replace stuff. I might do that on the IDE side, or I might do it. I can't remember. So what I do is I create a new DLL, and you start running into interesting things when you have two DLLs, especially that have the same types, and you start trying to rely on each other. If the same type already exists and you're compiling, the Roslyn stuff if I run rosin on device, it'll be like, whoa, 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 that already exists. I have no idea what the crap that is. What do I do with it? And it freaks out. So what I do is I go through and I rename every class, slightly rename every class, and throw a GUID at the end. So the first time you did it, your comment view would be comment view. The second time it's comment view GUID. And then the next time that it's new GUID. And since it's a GUID, it's just fast. Get new GUIDs. Should never have a collision. Just shouldn't happen. And I pass over the class and I just pass over the class and the type, something like that. I pass that data over and say, hey, here's the new type. Here is the class. That way it knows where it comes from. Hey, yeah, see, here it is. You can even see me doing the new GUID, right? So I replace everything, swap it all out, rebuild it, and I keep track of everything I've swapped out, and so I know what the latest version is. Can't you have a remapper kind of like the Intune NuGet does? I don't know what they do. I have a dictionary that I keep track of. So I have a dictionary that says, hey, this is the original thing, this is the new thing, and this is the new assembly. So yeah, I've never looked at what their Intune NuGet does, so I don't know. Maybe. The thing is, though, I can't just do it. They do a one-time thing. I've got to do this every time you reload, which is a lot. So I just have a thing that keeps track of those. Now, right now, all of that's happening on device. With the stuff that I'm talking about doing, we're going to be doing some of this maybe on device, maybe some of it on the IDE, because I want to be able to have you have like a full hot reload everything. Because there's a couple times where this doesn't work or starts to fall apart. So if I have class A, B, and C, A is the base class, B depends on A, and C depends on B. If I have a view that is C and it's up in live and it's running, and I start hot reloading B, or I start changing code in B or A, C is not going to hot reload. Why would it? It doesn't know that it changed. I don't recompile. I don't do a full search and find everything that relies on that and hot reload everything like that, because I say, okay, C changed. Oh, well, it changed. You can't change those things. So if I'm editing B and I change code in B, and then we switch, and then I switch and then start changing code in C, now C is going to use the new B or the new A or whatever. It'll actually do that. So that does work, but you just have to chain those. But let's just say you've been doing lots of those things, to have a full hot reload to where it swaps out everything would be pretty dang sweet. And it'll take a little bit longer, so you're not going to do that every time as you're typing. Maybe that's the hot reload we do on save, so it's still automatic. And then if you don't save, just while typing, we do the cheap, easy one. Yeah, this is a bit more, this is pretty complicated stuff. I wish it wasn't so complicated. If we do the full hot reload, and I do all of that on the IDE side, we won't lose debugging, because I'm going to swap everything out. But I think we can get away with doing this without losing debugging, which would be pretty dang sweet. So I want to enhance this anyway, because I think that'd be awesome. Just be like, all right, we're good. We shipped the whole thing over. But the moment you're doing these little incremental ones, since I'm not doing a true method body replacement or any of the edit and continue type stuff, we do lose debugging as you're going. But if you did it on save, you get it back. That might work. All right. So what do we call the reload? The common, do I just call it comment reload? And then anyone who wants C# hot reload can just use comment reload. That cool? What do you guys think? I don't know. Either way, we need to move some stuff around, because right now we're calling into this thing, and I have this reload and knit. We're going to need to change that stuff around a little bit, so that way, I don't know if I want it in the comment namespace. What do you guys think? Thoughts? Namespaces? Naming? For comment, we're still going to have a comment.reload.init, because we're going to want to call into that thing and set it all up. But what to call the common stuff. Because I need to move a lot of this into that common area, including some of the code from that hot reload helper. And then each platform, so Comet will then hook into that this new thing rather than it calling directly into Comet. That was just a poor decision on my part to make that dependency work in that order, instead of having this core thing that Comet then talks to. But time to fix it. Time to fix it. And we need to fix the messaging while we're at it. Although the messaging's getting better, much better. And then we can get some of this stuff open sourced. I think it's time to open source it. Thoughts? Anyone have thoughts? Nothing? All of you are silent. No one cares about names. If you were to use a C# hot reload library generically, what would you call that? No one? Nothing? System.reload. So funny. Yeah, no, not calling it that. Restart? I don't know. I'm not cool with the restart thing. Maybe reloadify. I could almost go with that. If we're going with Miguel naming standards, it needs to be like reloadify 5000. Or the hot reloadifier 5000. All right. So I'm going to actually do it a slightly... No, we'll go with that. All right. So let's create a new project in here. Baby Shark Reloadify 3000. Oh, Miguel and his namings. Cracks me up. All right. We're going to do a .NET Standard 2.1. We're going to make this thing all hot and new. All right. We're going into the Comet reload. I wonder how much we should just move over. All right. All right, reloadify 3000. We'll go with that. Put that in the root. All right. So we're going to move some stuff around because, yeah. And the nice thing about having a different thing like this that we can now search, and we're going to change the 3000 out of the namespace because I don't like that. We'll just go through reloadify. But I'm cool with the project name being that. So what we're going to need to do now is this will make it a lot better for our C# or our Visual Studio extension, because our extension can just check, hey, do we have that? Do we have that NuGet added? Okay, we need to activate. If not, don't activate, which makes it pretty nice. Oops, wrong button. All right, perfect. Met Miguel at Build a couple years ago. Miguel has a great memory. He's got a better memory than I do. I like Miguel. He's fun. He's really, really funny. Hence the cool names we get. All right. So we've got this, reloadify. We're going to move some code around. The one thing is, that's right, this will work. The Android, so right now, the only downside I'm seeing is for the client, we moved all this evaluator stuff. There's a Roslyn one. Maybe we can build a different build step in there. We'll just go with this. All right, so we're just gonna delete some stuff. Client's going away. Roslyn doesn't actually do anything. It just has some NuGets. So we're gonna need to make sure we add those NuGets over here. The code analysis and all that. So let's also hopefully you guys don't hear the kids screaming in my background. Kids fight with each other a lot. I'm using that background, the RTX audio remover or stuff. Hopefully that helps a little bit. All right. Add all that. Let's set up the add references. We definitely have some references to add. We need ESP. And we're going to need that course stuff. What's in core? I don't remember what's in core anymore. Sorry, was my music too loud when I did Beat Saber? It's hard to know. Like, I wish there was a better way for me to monitor the stream and get audio levels right, but especially when I'm in VR, that's impossible. Impossible. Okay. Yeah, I tried switching mics to the mic on the headset, but it didn't work. Yeah, and the menus are really loud. Okay, so I did end up fixing it. That was good. All right. So I'm actually tempted to not do this as a .NET standard library. I'm tempted to bring in that build SDKs tool stuff from Claire. Whoa, I just lost a window. All right, so let's do the MS Build Tools extra. This guy. I think this will make things a bit easier for us. Not sure if any of you guys have used this, but it's great. Wonder if we pull this in now. I don't know. We might be doing that. It's a good chance we'll be using it. Oh, let's also add Newtonsoft JSON because that's going to be needed. All right, so I'm trying to think what's inside of this core. So let's create Reloadify core and let's move things over. Okay, add new project. Too many layers. All right. So I'm trying to, because there's two things going on here, right? So we have the core, and then we have the client, and we have the visuals, and we have the server, which is the extension. So we have the client and the extension. Oh, why not system of the new system.txt? It does not handle dictionaries yet. No dictionary support yet. I tried. I was on stream when I tried, and I finally gave up and switched over. So if I'm bringing in a NuGet, I'm bringing in a NuGet. Might as well use the beast, you know. All right. So, but that was my biggest issue. I was like, come on. Whoa, why'd this go to, oh, it's because where I clicked at. And just the paths were all wrong. Paths were all wrong. All right, so this one is going to be a normal one no matter what. Perfect. All right, so we have the core stuff, which perfect. Let's also move Reloadify out of here. And we should try the Android using Roslyn again. If not, let's fix it to where it can work. I know what to do, it's just a pain because of facades, but we can do it. All right, so Reloadify core, we're gonna remove all this stuff to there. I gotta wait for it to finish saving. Delete. Let's go fix the namespace. Because. All right, so now we can go and change these to be. Go with that. All right. This thing's going to be a hodgepodge of stuff. That'll work. All right. So that gets us there for the core. That's for all the discovery, all my parallel for each crap. All right, we've got the val request stuff, which we're going to change up this messaging stuff because we need to send more messages back and forth. We'll get there. All right, close a bunch of stuff. I have way too much stuff open. Close all others. All right, save that. Why did I double click? All right, so now let's start fixing some other rename stuff really quick. And actually, I'm going to go uninstall my Comet extension, because I'm going to have port issues if I don't. Sad seeing that go. All right, it's all right. We're going to do the new one. The new one's going to be better. Much better. All right, so we have Reloadify Core and 3000, and that has the stuff that'll use. We've got ESP. This thing can go be gone, remove, delete, delete. I wish if you reloaded this, it would rename the folders. Sad that it's easier to recreate a project and copy things over. I'm not going to update NuGets yet. I know this stuff works as it is. We'll update NuGets after the rename. And, oh no, it has its own network utils thing, huh? Same thing copied. All right. So we've got the core with that. This depends if we fix that dependency. Add reference here. ESP, add the core. Perfect. Now, this is our Roslyn one. And we're going to try to make that work everywhere, because then we only need one. All right. Now we also need to make sure, if I try building this, it's going to fail. Should fail. All right. So, oh, right. Ha ha ha. If not standard. Let's fix that. So we have our, we'll just do that. So now we've got our Roslyn one. All right, and we need to fix all these namespaces. Oops, dang it, copied instead of pasted. Oh, I don't have Keycaster on. Looks good. All right, so let's put that in the right namespace. All right, Reloadify, and one more. All right, let's try building Reloadify again. Hey, guy from Mars, how's it going? Uh-oh. You val requested. I know I added that dependency. Oh, since I changed the namespace and didn't make it match, of course that bit failed. Oh, you finally started, you ordered grips? Which grips did you order? So I haven't had issues with, I love those Quest controllers. Like, they're so hard to, they're great. I love them. I really like the Quest controllers. They're my favorite. All right. So what we're gonna do here is right now we call this. I'm going to put on this. Do I think either of them has a future? Yeah, I mean, of course, tech dies slow. I mean, you could ask if, I mean, lots of things, even when people start moving away from it, lives for a very long time. I mean, weren't they just looking for COBOL programmers recently with all the banking stuff? Shocker. I mean, React and React Native definitely has a place. Microsoft uses a lot of things. So, I mean, yes, lots of tech never dies and will be around for a long time to come. I don't see them going away anywhere, and people like that pattern. And so it's very valid. Someone actually just did a React for Xamarin Forms recently, which is really interesting. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with people use the tech that works for you, and the tech's going to stay away. Oh, I thought, why is this saying, oh, use auto? Oh, no, why is it telling me to add an accessibility thing? Since when does it do that? That's more my style, though. I'm happy with that, but okay. All right, so what we're going to do here is, I think, why do I have that as an internal static? I don't like that. All right, so what we're going to do is public, I think we just need to do public, and action should be all we need. We had a big discussion on actions versus events the other day on Twitter. I really love my actions. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to have one action that says starting reload. Oops. And then we'll do a public action. And then we need one for public action. And remember what the thing on that is? We are passing in string type. Oh, we even have a tuple. Tuple, I don't know how to pronounce that. All right, so string type, we'll just go with that. Actually, they're both, yeah. String type, we might go with. All right, we're gonna go with this. I like it better. All right, so we're just gonna have a single action that has all right, perfect. Perfect. I like it. So now what we can do here is just do replace type. And I need to make that thing safe. That's not safe. All right, do that. Let's kill that puppy. And then in here. All right, so what we'll do here is before we do all that, we will do, right here. We need to do it right here. We'll do start reload. And then we'll do the end. Finished. All right, perfect. Now we can teach Comet how to hook into this puppy. And we'll still have a comet.reload, which will call into this thing and set itself up. All right, so let's see if this thing builds. It should build. And it should be multi-purpose now. Yeah. All right. Now what we can do is we can work on the extension stuff, though. If we start building these extensions, they're going to blow up. Is Electron? Electron's very, lots of people do. I mean, Slack is pure Electron. Works great. The GitHub, my preferred Git IDE. This is all, yeah, this is all Electron. It's great. I love it. So depends on what you're doing. I mean, the end goal with picking cross-platform technologies or any technology is, what is your goal? What's your target? What's your target market? What are you trying to accomplish? What resources do you have? What do your developers know and use? I mean, you can't say this one tool is going to be perfect for every single job. You just can't. It's not possible. So you need to pick what's going to work best for your team and your group and what skills you all have and how you're going to be able to apply those. Is it better to learn a new skill to do this one job? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on your goals. So it's very important. I mean, a lot of the tech is really good and really reliable. They all have their downfalls. They're all good at certain things and they're all bad at other things. So you got to decide what you're going to do. I mean, I love C#. I just do. Yet in my music apps, my audio playback's not written in C#. It's not. Yeah, you just got to use what works best. And what works best for everybody else, I mean, isn't going to work for you and your constraints. So I can recommend technology that I like and I prefer, but are they going to work the same for you as they will for me? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, yeah. It's always an interesting discussion. And I'm not one to just say, yes, this one is perfect. And you can make any technology work for anything. You just can. Possible. I mean, yeah. You can always shoehorn it in. Might not be the best. Something else might have been better, but maybe not for you because you didn't know how to do it that way. So yeah, Electron's good. Lots of things are written in it. But yeah, that's for you and you to decide. Electron, I don't know if it works on XP. It should. I have no idea why it wouldn't. So, yeah, I have never tried. I mean, Windows hit end of life. So, I mean, Windows XP did. Most people shouldn't be on anymore, but I don't know why. Anywhere that Chrome can run, it can run. Should work. Good. Okay, so we've got our triggering stuff in here. We need to look at the IDE side now, because the IDE side is going to be completely broken because I just broke everything and deleted what they rely on. All right, and we're going to probably rename some of this stuff while we're at it. All right, we're just going to do it in here. Rename reloadify.ide, and we'll go manually fix all this stuff. All right, and let's reloadify. Let's go copy this. I keep typing it everywhere. Let's do a new comment reload. All right, and we're gonna go back to the IDE because this is the one we're working in right now. What's my favorite IDE? Visual Studio for Mac or VS Code. Those are the two I use the most. I definitely do use Windows one, not as much because I'm on a Mac most of the time, but they're all great things. Love them all. All right. Oh, dang it. I might have done that out of order. Out of order. I wonder if that can save this CS proj. Or did I just screw it all up? Dang it. All right. Oh, I need to go rename that thing too. Yeah, it didn't rename this. So I did it. It couldn't save it. So paste it right there. All right. And I may need to pop that into code. Make sure that these paths aren't on. Root namespace will just be, yeah, that'll be good. All right, let's see if that fixed everything. I think I fixed it. No, changing that namespace there did not fix it for the solution. All right, we're just gonna remove and re-add it. Delete, remove, re-add. Still saving. It's still my favorite IDE. When did I write my first Hello World? 2006-ish? Somewhere around there. I slowly got into programming. I actually thought it was going to be super, super boring. And who wants to type all day? I actually hated typing, loathe typing. So I'm like, who wants to do that? Who's going to just type all day? It's going to be boring. And so I really, really, really was against getting into programming because it's boring work. And eventually I started building some stuff and slowly built some things. And like my first real project I built was a music player for MySpace. MySpace let you pick one song to be like your preferred song. Like, this is my song. When you go to my MySpace page, it's going to blare this one song at you. And I'm like, how do you pick one song? Who can do that? And I'm like, screw that. And so I made in Flash a player that could, every time you went there, it would random pick between a playlist. I just set up a playlist, upload some MP3s to a folder on a server, and it would just randomly pick one of those MP3s and play those. So I don't remember when that was. It was back when MySpace was popular. Someone should really resurrect all those old MySpace pages. It would be awesome if they were to restore backup and let us play with those. It'd be fun. All right, so we can add this thing in here now since I fixed every part of that, I hope. But yeah, it was a long time ago. Seems like a long time ago. But I still didn't consider myself a programmer back then because, yeah. All right, so it's in here. Talking about from the. I don't know, bud. They just pull off. All right, so we've got this in here. This can't build because it's a shared project. But we can now, let's do this in phases this time. We're going to rename it to Reloadify. Okay, and we're going to save it. Come in here, change some stuff around, save it. Now that should have now fixed all that folder renaming that I just did by hand. Not the folders, but at least the VS Mac. The things in here have now been reloaded appropriately and right. So now I can just jump into here. I should be able to, let's fix the dependencies. Add reference to a couple projects. Client, we don't need client. We need Reloadify, IDE. Dang it, I made those the wrong version. They're not compatible with the VS for Mac stuff. Let's drop this down to 2. Anytime now. There we go. Drop that down. Oh, Discord's finally catching up. So that sound was. Oh, right. Because I like it. People are comfortable with things. That's why they use Emacs still. Why do people still use Vim? Why do people, there's people who that's how they learned. Are you learning how to redo things? It's hard. People don't like to do it. Old dogs, new tricks. What it comes down to. And I mean, if someone's really productive in that, they might be more productive in something else, but the time it'd take them to learn it, they decide, is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, so people are happy where they're at, and it's how it works. I've never was happy in terminal land too much. I use terminals, but sparingly. All right, so VS Mac projects. Oh, we only did one of them. We need to do more of them. So, all right, so let's finish fixing stuff. We didn't fix the core yet. It's still 2.1. Drop that down. That one's down. The ESPs we already dropped down. Let's, because I remember running into this last time. We were working on those. All right, so we've got that. We've got these, got these. I think that's everything they need. Reloadify and ESP. Working together. So back in the day, my first computer I ever got was an old 386 or 8088 or whatever. No, 386. It was a IBM 8086, I think is what they were called, with DOS and only DOS. And I learned I can't remember the command now, but the DOS command that tells you all the commands it knows. And so I just went alphabetically and was typing in each command to see what it does. Eventually I found the F, and it's like format C colon. I did format, and it's like, you need to pass in the drive. So I'm like, and it said I like example C colon. So I'm like, format C colon. Yes. That was fun. Luckily it's all fixable, but yes, I did that. And it's not like it warns you and says, this is a destructive thing. You are going to destroy this. Are you sure you want to run this on the drive that you're actually running this from? Like, that would have been nice, helpful warnings. And I probably would have like, oh yeah, no, I don't want to erase everything. But instead it's like, off we go. I'm like, oh dear. Okay, careful with that command. So yeah, and then finding someone with DOS disks to help you reset everything back up. And you're like, why don't I have a boot disk? Well, I formatted it. Right, that happened. Yeah, fun stuff. It did not take me long to get to the Fs either. I had the computer like a week before that happened, because once I learned the command to tell me all the commands, that's when I just started goofing off. It's not like we had the internet then to tell us. All right, so where were we? We got this one, IDE. Let's make sure. Oh, I didn't redo the folder rename on that yet. All right, so we are going to rename this one. Just enter. Reloadify VS Mac. That's going to now break this stuff because it's gone. Actually, I wonder if I can just go into the options. Because this is what I was trying to do the first time. Nope, did not work. Hey, it did though. Then I reloaded and it worked. No, it's doing. Where are all the stuff that's in there? It's saving. It's thinking. Maybe it'll fix itself. Not looking like it. All right, let's close and reopen the solution. All this, I hate solution restructuring. I should write a tool to do it. Just go through and change the solution stuff for me. See what happens here. All right. No, where'd all our projects go? Our code. Where's the code? Add files from folder. Where did the code go? All right. There we go. We got our code back. That's really weird it did that. All right. So we've got that. Got that. We're getting somewhere. See if that builds. I don't know if it will. All right. And so what we're going to want to do is in this. Oh, wait. I got an error, didn't I? All right. We have not changed any of these. Reloadify. It's still going to need the internals because I think that's what the other one's called. Let's just go through and fix all namespaces. Oops. Too much. Hey, thank you for the follow, Bumblebee. Welcome. Come on, I can copy and paste this stuff right. All right, so let's get all these into the nice new namespace. Oops, wrong hotkey. Okay, I'm going to close my office door. They are now playing Frozen 2 soundtrack loud out there. Won't be long till we hear a kid whisper, Samantha? All right, so where were we? Renaming stuff. Namespaces. Oh, I need to go get my new fixed size queue. I had some stuff that was broken on that, and John and I fixed that in Comet. All right, fixed size queue. Where does that live? So my fixed sized queue and dictionary are very, very useful classes. What they do, and I had something wrong on it, on the when it resets. You just put things in there, and then based on when they're used, if you say it only holds 10 items, the last one just disappears. Is it lagging? I normally get transcoding, and I did not get transcoding today. So everyone's forced to watch it at 1080p, 60 frames per second. I need to get to Ertner, then I'm always getting it, but I'm not there yet. Very far away from there. All right, so fixed size queue and fixed size dictionary. Let's go fix those. Okay, so these two cool asses are really, really nice. Oh, the general chat lag. Let me see. I thought I had it turned to like nothing. Let's just go check my stuff. Video should be good. It's like super high quality right now. So inside of my creator dashboard, let's go dig through here. No, not that one. There's a thing you can press to make this super low latency. And I thought I had it on that. I don't remember. They changed this dashboard. Now I don't even know where that is. Not drops. What? I don't even know what's in here. I don't come in here very often. All right. There's a thing. Stream stuff. Isn't it in here? Okay. Let's just see if we can fix it. Yeah, low latency mode. Channel settings. Yeah, I'm on low latency. I can't drop it any lower. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Can't help but try and make you happy, Sweeky. All right, so these fixed size queue things are awesome. In the dictionary, same thing. You can just put things in there, and then based on when they were read or added, the newest stuff always stays, and the older side gets kicked out as soon as we hit the limit, which is really, really nice. I use these in like every project. I should put them in like a NuGet because I copy those two files around everywhere. Whoa. Holy bad indenting, Batman. All right. All right, I think we're good there. We're good there. Everything's looking good. So inside of here, this is where we're going to do a check now. We can say, hey, do they have references? And we can check and make sure that you have a reference to this puppy. And if you don't, when we start debugging, right now I'm doing comment, has comment. We're going to change that. And we're going to change it to where it now has Reloadify 3000. So now, only projects that have it. Someone else, I think it was you, were you the one who told me that the other day? That both GitHub and Twitter takes you to Twitter? I went into that in there, like, for me it works. Or it shows it's right. Maybe oh, it's that link. There's multiple About Me's. Let's just debug my stream as we're in here. There's two About Me's. Just copy and paste from GitHub so I don't mess that up. Because I went and looked at the other About Me. I just remembered that. Bam. Fixed. That About Me is now fixed. Now both of them are. Why do I have it in two places? I don't know. All right. Live debugging everything. All right. Let's rename that variable to has reloadify All right, so now we can figure out if we should even activate hot reload. If the project we're debugging has it, yes. If not, don't. Which is pretty sweet. And then we'll get this working in VS Code. We'll get this working in Visual Studio and Visual Studio for Mac, and we'll have it to where you can just add these NuGets, add the Reloadify package, and it'll just work. Hey, Versania, thanks for the follow. All right, I like it. We're getting somewhere. All right, now this is being used inside the IDE thing, I think. Maybe I'm not even using that right now. I thought I was. All right, so I just want to double check in here. Inside this VS Mac IDE, we need to fix dependencies. Missing an A in has? Probably. I can't type. It is. Oh, I never hit enter. Didn't even finish the thing. All right, thank you. Thank you. My spelling mistakes will always be there. All right, so now we have reloadify.ide is there. We're doing namespaces. Let's go finish these namespace changes. And we're going to need to change the name of this eventually. All right, so let's see if this can build now. All right, my music just changed. What just happened? Need better music than that. All right, we're getting somewhere. I have to look around my mic to see that monitor to change the music. All right, so we still need more namespace stuff. We need the internal thing. All right, build errors. So hopefully that fixes it. Yeah, I mistype things all the time like that. And you're like, all right, hey, the IDE thing built. It built. Now I want to look through this and make sure we're doing it right and we're only activating it when we should. I thought maybe I'm only doing that on Mac. I mean on Windows. Because this just says, hey, start monitoring, right? Whenever debugging starts. This thing should do all this thing and be smart. And it does not look like it is. Am I even using this reload stuff? I don't know if I am. Startup handler should run. I am. I do that on the startup project. So we're not making that decision all the time. And this is before start project. I wonder if that ever needs updated so you don't have to like restart after adding it. I wonder if this would be wrong to do a check again. Or if I can do a check when like NuGet changes. Because this is going to tell us no. Let's just try running it. They're probably my rechargeable. Okay. I am live streaming right now, son. All right. Oh, wrong startup stuff. All of our ESP stuff starting up. Let's go to Reloadify VS Mac. All right. Had a notification on my phone. Oh, and then another one pops up. And another one. I switched to using my phone as my camera. because it's way better. All right, see you later, Speaky. All the typos are your fault. All of them. I blame you. All right, is this going? Oh, it is going. We got a new... All right. So technically, if we do this right, we should be able to hook this into like any project. So if we create a new .NET Core 3.1, oh, I don't have this in a NuGet form yet. So how am I going to add it? All right, never mind. Cancel. Cancel. Let's just open the reload one again. I just want to see when this thing's going to trigger. Oh. Sorry for the door slamming open and close. Maybe it doesn't run until debug. And if so, we should be good. It'll check even if you add a NuGet and then stop and start. All right, so let's do server and client. Why not? No, we'll just do... That sample's not going to build. There's no way that's going to build. It might, but I don't think so. All right. How do I still have... Oh, we don't need the iOS one. Okay, this one goes away. Our sample on iOS should use the Roslyn one now. Delete. And here we will jump in and say our new project, which is Reloadify. And we're going to need to add the NuGets. Manage NuGets. This is going to need the Oh, I didn't remember that one. I can't remember the name of that one. Who can remember that? Dependencies. NuGet. That one. Oh, Microsoft. Did I spell it right? Code analysis. C#. Scripting. This is Roslyn. That's what this is. This will bring in Roslyn so we can actually use Roslyn and compile on a phone. Pretty exciting. Yes, I accept. All right. Okay, that should be right because that doesn't exist now. We'll have to fix that. Is it going? Is it doing it? All right, let's try building this now. Now, when is this breakpoint going to hit? All right, so let's try debugging it. It built. It doesn't have any of the reload stuff, so it's not going to trigger that. But I never got this. Did I not hook up to that somewhere? How does this thing work? Okay, it's hooked up here. The debugger stuff fires. All right, so let's go to here. Let's stop and start. Is that extension not running? Did the startup stuff fail? All right, let's put some breakpoints in startup. Oh, this is all... There's a thing with how you hook into these, and it's all namespace based. And I bet I just screwed that up. Okay, let's close our second. There's no point in debugging two Visual Studios as I figure this thing out. All right, so somewhere in here, it's been a while. I thought. Not that. I thought there was something I had to do. Let's go check what codes. Is it in properties? Properties. I didn't add the properties. That's where that thing lives. Add existing folder. Knew there was something. There we go. We didn't even hook that puppy up. Add an info. This stuff. All right, and we moved everything to... just straight up to Reloadify. Oops. All right. Yes. All right. That's much better. Nice description. That's all you need, right? All right. Now, this thing. I think it's that. Okay. And then this needs... instead of the comment.reload, it is reloadify. Think that's all we need? Let's find out. We'll know pretty soon. It'll either hook up or it won't. Extensions, man. PS extensions. I think it was less... I don't think it's totally different stuff I had to do on Windows. All right, let's try this again. See if we get some breakpoints if this thing actually hooks up. What's wrong with all these renames? Yeah, so we are working on a C# hot reload extension, a generic one. And if we do this right, you should be able to hook up and do hot reload in anything. I mean, it's really meant for people building frameworks more than anything else. But right now, everyone does hot reload a very, very different way. So if I have a NuGet and you add the NuGet and the extension, and it just hot reloads after that, it would be pretty awesome. So that's what I'm working on. And we decided to call it Reloadify 3000. Group naming effort. Yeah, should be fun. However, my IDE extension, since I just renamed everything from the comment stuff, is not hooking up. Why are my breakpoints not even trying? Nothing. Is there anything in the output? Ah, here we go. Well, what was it? One or more errors. Restored failed. Do you want to tell me what the error was? That's not helpful. All right, I really think I messed something up with my rename stuff. Let's go look at what the my CS proj works or looks like. If there's something in here that I needed that I don't have, like build types and stuff. All right, so this has package references. We've got those same ones. Same package references. Nothing standing out very different. Got all that for the analysis stuff. It's got the build. That's just adding the shared stuff in. It added 2 though. Reload core and IDE. Oh, we added in the reloadify root thing is that. It has all that in there. That should work. Let's clean the world. Clean it all. Try building again. It'd be nice if it told me why it's not activating. Let's verify all the stuff I just did here. So in here, you tell it the ID. We're just calling it reloadify. Perfect, perfect. Then inside of here, we tell it the DLLs. This is our startup handler, which is reloadify.startupHandler. Make sure I copy and paste that so I didn't do it wrong. I wonder if that's the wrong. What's the build action on that? Is it right? Is it the right thing? What was it on the old one? Okay, then we have. I wonder if that's all it needs. I wonder what those extension. What was the old one again? Since I changed it. Yeah, I'd expect something. Some sort of feedback. Just try debugging it again. This was all working before the rename. Could not load file. System.runtime loader. Actually, it doesn't need this level. It doesn't need that one. Why is that being loaded up? All right, so let's go fix that. And that's because it doesn't have the NuGet added, but it doesn't need it. It only needs the core. Let's try that. Oh, which means I need to go into this. Because it doesn't need to load that DLL. See what that does. still... And we can... I thought I added Roslyn in there anyway. Because it has all this. Because I do use Roslyn. That's all this stuff. Try it one more time. All right. System.runtime. Well, can't it load? I'm not sure what that is. All right, so let's just add in... I just want to verify... All right, so it is saying it needs Reloadify IDE, Reloadify core. Core should have nothing in it. Yeah, nothing. Just the eval request and the extension methods is all that's in there, and the network utils. Nothing else. So where is it getting... Where is it getting the code analysis scripting from this stuff? I wonder if... But, and that's you pulling it in from the IDE. Although that's interesting that it's using that one. Do I still have that one installed? No, I do have a preview one. All right, we're going to ditch the preview. Let's save that. Let's reload that. See what that does. My ID is locked and is thinking. Why didn't that? You know what? Just do it the right way. Close solution. If not, we might just add the NuGet, but I didn't think... I thought I had to use the one that ships with Visual Studio, not the NuGet. Could be wrong, but I thought that was a requirement. Okay, it's loaded. Oh, renaming. It killed me. Why'd I rename? Why'd I do it? Killed our forward progress. I want to be coding, not fighting namespaces. Why did my computer just lock itself? That was fun. And my window's not the right size, huh? There we go. I could have just moomed it. Oh, actually Moom's making it the wrong size. Interesting. All right. Did it load this time? No, because we would have hit breakpoints. Why? Oh, no, I don't have breakpoints right now. Stop and start. See if breakpoints hit. We'll watch the output. This is really, really odd. All right, there's some errors again. Yeah, I can't load the scripting stuff, but nothing that this thing references requires that. ESP, Reloadify, IDE, and Core. None of them use that. You know what? Let's just add it. What's the worst that'll happen, right? Actually, I wonder if I should have killed my binner object folder. Or if there's something old inside wherever this thing gets deployed to. Very odd. Very, very odd. Building? Oh, it's... Did it actually... Oh wait, I know this shouldn't fire until I click into something, so... Is that application output accurate? Is it updating? Yes, it is. I got that error already. Maybe that's not mine. Maybe we fight these assemblies. Hmm. I've clicked on that. Why won't it load? There it goes. Nothing. It never kicked in. No, look. Hot reload extension loaded, though. Why am I not getting breakpoints? Okay, so it's been working this whole time. I'm just not getting breakpoints. That's really, really odd. Do you not get breakpoints in the startup? Current document changed. That should fire. If this ever loads... Yeah, it should have already been firing. If I can't debug this, this thing's going to be a nightmare to try and build. I wonder if I revert some of it back to the old stuff because it was working. And just did stream this like a week or two ago. And it was working just fine. Where's the output folder? I wonder if I can go... Oh no, it does need the previewing because that's the one that I build into when I debug. I wonder where it puts my thing. I wonder, can I search this? All right, add-ins loaded, reloadify, and it loaded. And it loaded in my DLLs. Then why can't I break? Why can't I debug? What is this crap? Remove all breakpoints. Just chasing a red herring all this time. I don't need that nougat added here. I knew I didn't. I did just update my Visual Studio today. I didn't switch to the stable, did I? I was on internal previews. Thought I was. Why can't it? Now it removes it. I can't remove it. Okay, never mind. I did. All right, we're going to go kill bin and object folders. We're doing it. This might turn into a short stream today if I can't actually debug. I don't feel like building this with console.writeline debugging. Nothing. Uh-oh, hey, there we go. Reloadify 3000 DLL is missing. Do I tell it needs that DLL? I don't know why it needs that. I told it inside of that thing, didn't I? So I think on the old one, I gave it a slightly different name. I think I called it like, yeah, let's do... And yeah, let's try that. And what's in this namespace? See if we have that. No, I don't get the evaluator. Okay. All right, we should be good then. Let's dig through some logs again. I don't know why it needed that, Dill. Is it? Oh, it's already running. Stop. That should have killed that. Okay. Run again. Okay. At least Reloadify is a unique enough name. It's easy to find in here. Let's let it load itself up. Nothing so far. Let's go into reload again. Now. Did it really have nothing Reloadify in there? That can't be possible. All right, found something that time. Add in loadified. Reloadify.reloadify.vs. It shows what all it's loading in. Oh, why can't I debug it? Because it's definitely loaded. It's definitely up and going. VS Mac extend or add-in. They call them add-ins, I think. Wonder if there's something missing here. Missing. I have that. Sending the text editor. I need to read these APIs because I need to do the new stuff at some point. I just haven't done that yet. I'm still using the old APIs. But yeah, should just work. My extension's loading. Getting data. Just want to know if it was working and why. And I am on a debug, but I am... Wait, we can actually tell by that output. Because yeah, it's in the debug folder. Wait. Loaded from Comet Reload VS Mac. Am I using the wrong... What's this output? Oh, well, no, that's just this is wrong. Ah, thought I found it. Nope, did not. No, it was using the wrong CS proj. That's really odd. Something really weird's going on there with that rename. All right, we might be onto something, guys. We may have found it. Tired of being in the weeds. You know what? And that's probably why all those files disappeared. Okay, VS Mac. All right, that should be it. Oh, stuff's killing me. I want to code. I don't want to fight solutions. All right, we now have that there. Please work. All right, Comet Reload is not compatible with... What? Not even there anymore. Didn't I kill that project? Nope. Oh no, it's on the wrong crap. Why isn't VS... I want to cry. Close the solution, reopen it now that I have it popping up there. Stop. What? Because there's... All right. Debug. Reloadify VS Mac, it's there. That would make sense if it was using the wrong DLLs. No, but it grayed out instantly. Okay, can't reload. Where is it trying to get that from? It doesn't need that. Oh, it actually, it's reload of, what's its output? All right. Let's go fix that inside of here. I bet that might be part of it. Try that. Running out of ideas. Maybe we'll switch to work something else. Let's work on something else if this doesn't work. Work on something more fun. Maybe we'll go back to the Game Boy. We can work on the Game Boy again. That was fun. This is not fun. It worked! It worked! Thank you! Thank you! Alright. Alright, so I want to put a breakpoint here to see when that fires. We got breakpoints! We can debug! We can code! I hope. Okay, my music is sucking today. Okay, so I'm gonna press debug and see if we get any hits over here. All right, so it's gonna do this at should run. Now it is checking active project, and it's going to check if should hot reload. Let's stop that. Okay, that's working. That's doing what we want. Whew. That's craziness. All right. I can calm down. We have Reloadify working, I think. Let's commit this puppy in. Why not? Why GitHub app? All right. We are going to fork this puppy. And this new branch we're going to call Reloadify. Bring all my changes. All right, so this is pretty cool. So we need to get Reloadify into a new Git. Let's get into a new Git. What we're going to do is go into, I have a new Git right here. New spec. Open you in VS Code. We're going to rename you to reloadifier.client. We'll just go with the reloadifier. Oh, I spelled reloadifier different there. How have I been spelling it? Okay, perfect. All right. All right, now we've got that. We can go into here and say we're going to do... What's our file path on these? We have... Might as well just play like Snapchat filters while I wait for my IDE. Why are you unavailable? Why are you doing that to me? Why? So what happens is Visual Studio tries to aggressively reload, and it tries reloading mid-Git nonsense rather than waiting. And it does this crap to me all the time. All right, so we have a Reloadifier, 3000. This is what we need. We need the path for this. Reloadifier 3000. And we need Reloadifier 3000. And to be honest, we had separate ones for everything. And we're going to change that. Let's Ow, that really hurt. Let's change this. Because I want to make Android work. We're just going to dependencies. We're going to drop this down, make this simpler. We don't need dependency groups anymore. All right, we've got that. We are going to... We were doing this by target, but I don't know if we need the target anymore. I'm trying to remember. If we have one that just works for everything... Trying to remember, it's been a while since I've made these from hand. Actually, I have a new spec in here. I can just peek. So yeah, I just do files. No, I do the targets on that one too. Can't I do a target like this is for everything? Or like net standard or something? I think that's what I do is the net standard one. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to kill all these guys. None of you are needed. Go away. That's what we do. We're just going to use one for all of them. Oops. Put that one there. This one can be deleted. We're going to change all this to Reloadify 3000. Actually, we can probably use the built-in NuGet stuff now. I've always had to do complicated things. I don't think I have to anymore. So I shouldn't even need a new spec. I should be able to just NuGet package this stupid thing. Or .NET package. See what happens. I don't know if I filled enough stuff out inside the CS proj. Let's go check. Oops, not save. All right, so let's go check that, see if I have enough in there. NuGet build. Create a NuGet package. Metadata. Resizetizer. Owners. Wow, there's a lot of data in there. Do I have to fill it all out? I don't know. All right, we're just going to build this puppy. And that should make a NuGet. Didn't I check make a NuGet on build? This project does not have... No. Does not have... I filled that out. And we'll do that. Then we're going to click OK and then go back out. Maybe I didn't have enough filled out. It's thinking... All right. Telling me. Is it gonna let me close this window? Gonna let me press OK? Put the freaking ID in there. Does it need not enough? Well, it's there. It says, okay. So did that... I just want you to make a NuGet package. Is that so hard? There's a .NET pack. We're going to try that. Actually, let's cd into something. Go, pack, build something. It did it! That worked! We got ourselves a new NuGet! Alright, so now I'm going to go move this because I have my own personal... Under my own folder, NuGet, where I put my own local NuGets. So now we have a NuGet. Now we can fix the Comet hot reload. Manage NuGet packages. Let's search for Reloadify. Check it out. Reloadify. Okay, it did not bundle in the ESP. How do I tell it to package those in? Okay, let's .NET pack include project. Hey, other people are asking the same thing. Okay. No, that's add references. Really? Okay. Oh. Oh, that's NuGet pack though. That's not what I wanted. Huh. So I wonder if I can... It says include package. Oh, it added that. Checked it. Okay, let's try that again. I just had to uncheck it and check it back. Include in package true, because those two need to be. Let's try that again. All right, so we're going to edit this thing this time. And let's go check what's in this puppy. Oh, no, it didn't. Why you gotta lie to me like that? Why? Such a liar. Makes me feel good, like I did it. And I solved it. Alright, we're gonna use the old new spec. Thought I could use the fancy fun stuff. Thought I was special. I was wrong. Alright. So we also need... Did this wrong. All right, so inside of here, we have our NuGet reload spec. We also now need to add in the ESP stuff. Okay, got that, got that. Now, what's the path on those things? Inside of reload, we have ESP. Actually, does it get copied in? It might. If it does, we'll just use that. Reloadify 3000, bin, net standard. It does. It gets ESP and ESP.resources. And I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to also package the PDBs in case someone wants to debug. And then we'll just NuGet pack. All right. New spec. Should have saved that actually. And then let's just rebuild that again. And now we have, inside of here, we should have a new reloadify. Add a dependency group. Did I do those dependencies wrong? Not if I just do dependencies, I don't have to do a group. Oh, we're going to see if this works. All right, so now let's remove reloadifier because that's going to have the wrong version, the wrong everything. Then we're going to delete that guy, go away. Bring over our new reloadifier, and we're going to add it again to comment dependencies. Oh, I just removed it from the wrong thing, didn't I? No, I didn't. All right, NuGet. Let's add reloadifier. Is that local? I know I just copied that over. Reloadify. I should learn how to spell that. Now I'm not seeing it. What did I name it in? All right, we're going to search for the Reloadify 3000, which I did. Oh, and it's a pre-release. There we go. Did that add? Is it going to do it? Yes. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So now we're still going to want our comment.reload. Actually, I'm just going to put it right in here. All right. So and what's our init call on that other one? We're just going to tie these things up. So now I can do reloadify. Wait, did I call it reloadify? Yeah, I'm calling it the same thing. Okay. Dot init. We're going to make this call match. Actually, I did that wrong. That's what I wanted. And then we'll just pass those in, IDE. That does not need a semicolon. That's why I'm not getting things right. ID port. All right. Now before I do that, dot reload dot instance dot finished reload equals, and I can plus equals that. I can do hot reload dot trigger reload. All right, and now what I can also do is reloadify dot reload dot instance dot replace type plus equals and then hot reload helper dot, actually you can separate these out, can't you, into class type. Will it not let you separate those out? I could break that out. Okay. Dot register. Nope, not that register. It's not register. It is replace. I can't remember. Register replaced view. Just name this to X. Good old X. Everyone loves X. All right, so now I can do X dot what's this pass out? I thought that X dot class name, X dot type. There we go. Now our hot reload should be tied up. So now our sample that we uncommented, remember us doing that over here in the app delegate, we just commented this out. It should be API compatible. It's in samples. Samples. Right here. API compatible with the old one. I like it. I wonder if I will put that in its own DLL. I mean, inside its own NuGet so it can be stripped out easily. That NuGet just won't even be included. I might do that. I just like making it easier on the linker. And then I can also inject it in via the debugger. I could probably even do something fancy to where I let you inject that thing in a special way. All right, is this gonna work? All right, so let's try debugging this thing now. No, not server and client. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if this whole thing works as one fluid piece. We've got our IDE extension. We're gonna try debugging that and then starting a hot reload session and seeing if that works. All right, so let's change this from server and client to reloadify. Oh my! Why is it not loaded? Hey, thank you, IonX Jr. for the follow. Why is that unloaded? Reload that. All right. All right, so we're going to debug this, then debug that sample. And if all goes well, we should be able to debug or hot reload. And then let's clean up all the comment reload stuff and see if we can get this completely ready for like open sourcing. And maybe actual nougatizing it. All right, I know I told you to build. Why are you not building? All right. No. No. All right. Why is this one not referencing the core? Wrong, Hockey. I know it's saying it's not there, but I did reference it, so it should work. Could be namespace issues, but I don't think it is. All right, looks like it's gonna do it. All right, it's loading. It's been so much work just for some simple renames and a couple changes. All right. It's going. All right, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Is it gonna do it? Anyone else play with the Snapchat filters? I don't know why. It's kind of fun having that camera. Is it working? However, if I'm doing this, I need to like change my voice to match. I don't have any of the voice changer mods yet. I was actually going through meetings the other day. Why am I getting cannot restore packages? All right, on this one, if the IDs will start working, we'll connect and make things work. I was having really fun, or I'm having a lot of fun with these in like meetings lately. Join a meeting, and it's not that one. That's not the one that got me. That people are like, no, stop, stop. It was the googly eyes. Which one was it? There's one of them that reminded me just like Who Framed Roger Rabbit eyes. It was awesome. These are just fun. Physics of it. I don't know why. I need to get some googly eyes for my VR headset. All right, so this is working. Why can't I click? Oh, my mouse went to the wrong machine. All right, there we go. Okay, I can, no, stop. I don't want to debug that. I want to debug the iOS sample. So now we have two Visual Studios. One is running Reloadify VS Mac, debugging into another instance of Visual Studio, which now this one we're going to debug our app and see if we can hot reload. No, we're asking a lot here out of it. It can do it. They're just fun to play with. They did pretty good with having physics in it. Is it these? No, those weren't the good ones. I don't know. Those ones are lame. There's some good ones and there's some not so good ones. Gotta play with them all. Ah, it's these ones. These ones like totally remind me of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. All right. Come on, debug. Build error. No build errors. Oh, we just changed all that stuff up, but that should still work. All right, let's go check what's going on with build paths. We can fix the build paths. We can do it. All right, so let's go into the sample. VLN Finder. All right, so inside of here, it has this whole thing to go grab these, this grabs that looks good. Assembly Weaver path is reload ESP resources, that looks perfect. What's it complaining about? Rebuild. To be honest, I don't even need that work right now, because it'll work on the local host anyway. And I think in here I was typed in my IP address, but I don't think it's valid because I did redid my network since then. Thinking. All right. Oh, it's this one that I was trying to redo. I was on the wrong project. Problem with having the same project open in 2 different IDEs. Okay, no, that's good. All right, so rebuild this. All right. Aha, there we go. File name changing. Let's add a linked file. Add existing file. And now this is in Reloadify. Add a link. Now that build task should build. Which means now that that builds, fix namespaces. To Reloadify. And then we're going to need to rename that to be Reloadify build task as well. I don't want to do that yet because that might break things. Let's just see if this works now. And then we'll fight more renaming. All right. Build the build task first. Did it build that time? It did. Assembly Weaver failed. Task failed. Thought I fixed all this. All right. Wait, if that already references that? Oh, no, that just does that one. Okay. Weaving task. Does it give me an output for that? Could not find comment reload iOS. Paths are all wrong. All right, so let's go back to here. Back to here. Comment reload build, that does this. Comment reload .ios. We just named this to Reloadify. Is that the right name? Yeah, it's right there. All right, now paths are right. Nope, we need this Visual Studio. Too many Visual Studios! All right, now this one build should work. Come on, just work. All right, that does not go to that path. It goes to a very different path because it is now nested. Reloadify 3000, it goes to the bin debug net standard 2.0. And wait, yeah, debug. Yeah, renaming everything sucks. I highly don't recommend doing that. Although I like the new name. It's not worth it. All right, so now that built. That built. We can debug. All right, so now we can debug and make sure this thing actually works end to end. All right. All right. Now let's go into Comet Samples. That's main page. Oh, I should have this. That was slow. We got an exception. Why did it crash? Come on. My computer's crawling. All right, so let's look and see what crashed. Method not implemented. All right, well, that was a reload on my end. Why does that have a... Well, that's expected then. What view is reloading? It worked though. It reloaded. It sent data over, made a new binary, told us the types changed. Why is my computer crawling? It's probably because I am debugging multiple Visual Studios. Mono64 is crying. All right. But hey, there's that whole not implemented. Triggered from the hot reload helper. What's the virtual view on this thing? Comet main page. What? That looks fine. All right, so during the reload, what should I do here? Now I gotta remember. So, do we... Do I just do that? I have no idea what I'm doing here. I don't know why that's... I don't know why that's getting called the reload. Why is this an iReload handler? And then we'll just call the... Ooh, did not mean to do that. All right, we're just gonna fill this puppy out. Let's go grab the previous. All right, we're gonna just come down here and do this. Oh, actually. Oops, too much, remove too much. I want that bottom line. What we'll just do here is... handler... All right, I think that's what I need to do. We'll see if that fixes it. I don't even know why we're doing this at this level. Like, why are we making this a reload handler if it doesn't have any of the reload stuff? I might just remove that iReload handler from it. All right, let's see what this does. It worked. It's reloading. We're getting code and it's pretty quick. We don't have the big massive reload the world yet. We need to add that before I think this library will be pretty complete. But I like it. I like it. That's working really good. I like it. Really, really exciting.
It's working! It's working!
All right, so what to work on next? I'm pretty happy with that. Solve our list view bug. That's pretty dang good. All right. I wonder if I'm going to be, I might actually end for the day. I'm pretty happy with the progress we made. It's pretty slow going, which is pretty sad. But we've got hot reload in more of a generic sense. So you're told when data type changes and you're given the new types, we automatically compile and just give you all the new types. And then next thing to do would be like, hey, here's a whole new assembly, or here's a list of assemblies. Give them all the assemblies and then say, go do something with it. Which that's going to be a little bit trickier to implement, but I think I can do it. In comment or whatever. All right. Well, I like it. I think I'm going to end there then, and that was fun. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Sorry I was a little slow going. Sorry we had some fun issues, but got debugging working. I'm going to commit this up, and I need to get this into a little bit better shape, and then I'll open source it. But thanks, guys, for hanging out with me again. It was fun. I'll see you guys later.